What's up guys, it's Elliot here. Welcome to today's video. A lot of you guys know me as someone who tries to be hardworking and productive with my life, but I wasn't always this way, and in high school, I wasn't a great student. In today's video, we're gonna throw it back to my high school days, and I'm gonna talk about how I was the biggest procrastinator ever, and I'm gonna share some of my biggest high school regrets. Real quick though, I'm gonna grab some food because it's the weekend, and weekend brunch here at Vandy is really good.
I want this forever, just you in the grotto, with nothing but your nights on. Keep the fucking lights on, same again tomorrow. We don't need no bottle, purple color lip gloss, room at the Saguaro. Ain't nowhere I would rather be, right between your holidays. Coffee on the Flintstone, jewelry on the Ottoman. Baby, let me in, for I get way too adamant about it. Love the way you shiver, dig into my shoulder blades, feel it when you quiver. Higher level elevate, you could be the renegade, body to a glide. Harrison and Juliet, legends never die. The TV hasn't worked in ages, probably got a shorter cable. Way too busy fucking on the sofa or the kitchen table. Is my vision hazy? You look like you're someone famous, 'cause you're the next Drew Barry.
Before I talk about my terrible habits in high school, let me give you some background. I went to a huge high school with over 5,000 students, and it was somewhat competitive. A lot of my friends were super smart, and they ended up going to amazing schools, and actually being surrounded by high-achieving friends kind of made me less motivated. I'm not sure if you guys can relate, but in the competitive environment of high school, I thought that even if I tried my hardest, I could never be on the same level as some of my friends. And for that reason, I never really gave 100% towards my schoolwork. I wasn't a bad student necessarily, but I definitely wasn't a great one. I got decent grades, but I had terrible study habits, especially during my freshman and sophomore year of high school. I know a lot of students struggle with this, but I was a huge procrastinator. I would get home from school and watch shows and YouTube videos, and I wouldn't start my work until late at night. I had terrible self-control, and I knew I was making bad decisions, but I just kept making them. I also played games on my computer, and that took hours of my life, and it was really bad because I couldn't control myself. But you get the point. I was basically a huge procrastinator. I was sleeping at 2 or 3 in the morning, constantly stressed, tired, and it was just unhealthy. I really regret procrastinating in high school because I was just chasing this false sense of happiness, which was actually just pleasure. Pleasure is a momentary feeling that doesn't last. The games I played or the shows I watched might have made me happy for a few minutes, but in the long run, it actually made me less happy because it kept me from achieving my goals. Take it from me, looking back on the shows I watched or the games I played, those things did not contribute anything meaningful to my life. If I could go back in time, I would definitely just finish my work right after school, and I'd have the freedom to do whatever I want for the rest of my day. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't find time to relax, but do all that stuff after you finish your work so that you can actually enjoy it and you won't have that nagging feeling in the back of your mind where you know that you have other things to be doing.
The AC hasn't worked in ages, I could probably read the label. Way too busy fucking on the counter or the coffee table. Am I hallucinating? Why do you look hella famous? 'Cause you're the next Drew Barry.
Although I can't actually go back in time, what I can do is improve my habits and focus on being the best version of myself. I think I really started to change my habits my senior year of high school when I realized that I did have a problem. Now, the reason that I'm sharing my story of failure as a high school student is because I've really changed my lifestyle and I'm much happier with how I live my life. I can now confidently say that I'm proud of the way that I live my life, and I definitely could not say that back in high school. The main message behind this video is that you can change bad habits, and if you're not happy with the way you're living your life right now, then it can be as simple as making the decision to change. I really wish I had someone in high school to tell me that I was screwing up, and if I can just inspire one person to really change their lifestyle in a positive way through this video, then that means everything to me. And that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.